Hello everyone. Today we are going to start Ultimate Reactjs series for beginners. And in this series, we are going to firstly cover about basic topics of Reactjs. And once we cover all the basic topics, we are going to jump into the advanced topics of Reactjs. And afterwards, we are going to see few projects. We are going to do few real-time projects to enhance our skills in Reactjs. And in this video, we are going to learn about introduction to Reactjs. So without any further delay, let's start the video. Yes. So let's see what is React.js. So React.js is used for building dynamic and interactive user interface. So if I say user interface, it means our web page. So generally, which we'll do right normally with HTML and CSS. The same way which we are going to do in React.js, but the few concepts will be different. Here we are going to use JSX. JavaScript XML. Okay, this is the format of which we are going to write. So it is a combination of JavaScript plus HTML and CSS. Okay, so that is the JSX. This is the format we are going to use for JavaScript. Okay, and the second thing, React.js is work on SPA concept. So SPA stands for single page application. Okay, so what it means is React.js will have only one single HTML file. It will not going to have multiple HTML files. It will have only single HTML file. And as we are going to write JSX code, which means JavaScript XML, it will going to compile all the code into one single JavaScript file, and which is going to render in our HTML page. Okay, so that's the concept React.js will follow. SPA, single page application. Okay, and the third thing is it has the capability of reusable component. Okay, so if I say component, you can think of functions. Okay, how we have functions in JavaScript. We'll create one function and we can use multiple times, how many times we want. That's a reusable function. Okay, the same way we are going to use in React.js. Okay, so this is how the React.js will work. Like it will use to create dynamic and interactive user interface. If I say user interface, it will be our website. Yes. So let's see why exactly we need to use React.js. Actually, React.js provides several benefits or features such as virtual DOM, component-based UI, and the third thing is one-way data binding. So let's see what are all these features. Okay, the first one is virtual DOM. So virtual DOM is nothing but as our actual DOM in JavaScript. But what React.js will provide with the virtual DOM is whenever something changes on a particular element, it will change only that particular thing. It will not going to re-render whole component, or I can say it will not going to refresh the file again in order to change that component. Okay, but in the HTML we generally can see, if we update something in the HTML or JavaScript, it will going to re-render our whole DOM. Okay, so it will not going to happen in this React.js. What a React.js will do, wherever the change is, that only it will re-render and add it to the DOM element. Okay, so this is the virtual DOM. And next we have component based UI. So if I say component based UI, it is similar to our JavaScript functions. Okay, where we can see we can have reusable code and we can use multiple times, how many times we want. The same way we will have it in the React.js, and it is completely reusable. We can reuse the components any, like how many times we want, and also it is easier to handle. Okay, so if I say like suppose take example of any HTML file. Okay, if you are doing any HTML file and you have lot of code inside that HTML code. Okay, it will be very confusing because you have header, footer, main, and the navigation bar, everything in the single file. You can make it two files and try to import it, but it will not happen in the HTML. But here, as we have components, okay, we can create separate components of our header, main, navigation, and footer, and we can club it together at one place, and we can see that all the things are coming exactly fine. But we'll have code reusability and readability as well. Okay, with the component based UI. And now let's go into the third one, which is one-way data binding. So one-way data binding is nothing but the data flow. Okay, how the data will flow in this. Okay, so this thing we are going to see whenever we start some projects and all. Basically, what will happen in the one-way data binding is data will flow from the parent to the child. Okay, it will not go to reverse, like it will be the one way, parent, child, and the grandchild, or something like that. Okay, so that we are going to see practically when we jump into the some other topics. That way, that time we are going to see. But you can think of like parent, child, and grandchild. If suppose parent want to give some money to child, they can give, and grandchild also they can give, but grandchild can't give the money back to the parent, something like this. Okay, so that data flow will happen from top to bottom in reactjs. Okay. Yes. So let's see who invented reactjs. Reactjs basically is an open source library of JavaScript. Some people might say like like reactjs is a framework of JavaScript. That is completely wrong. Reactjs is a library of JavaScript, and it was invented in 2010 by Jordan Walk, who is at that time was like a software developer at Facebook, and currently reactjs is maintained by Facebook company only. Okay. And why reactjs is so popular in the JavaScript frameworks and libraries? The reason is very simple: because of the features and the capabilities which reactjs is providing. The component based model and the virtual DOM, and easy to use, it's a very easy to use also in the capabilities. So basically, because of these capabilities, reactjs is so popular among all the libraries and the frameworks. You can see in the market there are few popular also framework, which is Angular and the Vue.js, and there are many you can find out like recently coming up with the Next.js or something. So these are also very popular, but React has separate capabilities. Okay, so this is the reason React is very popular in the market because of these capabilities. Yes. So this is about the introduction of reactjs. In this video, we saw like what is reactjs, why we use, who invented, and all the capabilities of reactjs. So, and if you are interested in the reactjs to learn, do comment that you are interested, and also try to join the weekly session if you have any doubt. I'll be very happy to clear all your doubts. Okay. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please consider subscribing and give it a like. I'll be back with more content in the next video. Thank you.